All right, so hi everybody. It's Carrie. I'm here today to give you around a 30-minute or so sort of slow flow with a real emphasis on building the core strength. So yeah, let's get started. We'll start today just on our backs. So just coming down to your back. Maybe draw the eyes to close. And just begin to notice the weight of your body as you settle down into your mat. Begin to draw some awareness to the breath. Maybe placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Just notice the rise and fall without changing any aspect of the breath to begin. Maybe also begin to notice where you might be carrying some tension. See if you can direct your inhalation to areas of tightness, tension in the body. Maybe by beginning to increase the length of your inhalation and your exhalation. Focusing on slow, smooth, deep breaths. Maybe beginning to allow the eyes to open here. And draw your knees in towards your chest, just giving yourself a little bit of a squeeze. And then we'll begin to sort of warm the spine up by creating circles on the ceiling. So begin with small circles. And then maybe begin to broaden the circles, making them a little bit bigger. Creating some movement in the sacrum and the hips. And then come back to center. And then switch this the other direction. So we're creating small circles to begin. And then notice with each completion if you can make the circle a little bit bigger. And then hugging the knees into the chest, maybe lifting the head. Squeeze into a tight little ball here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release down. And so we're going to begin just by warming up the core a little bit here. So extend your left leg out long and squeeze the right knee in toward the right armpit. And then we'll go ahead and switch. So lengthen the right leg out long, squeezing the left leg in. Really nice. And then bringing both knees up to tabletop. So your legs here are at about a 90-degree angle. Trying to keep the knees here stacked over the hips and in line. And then from here, you can interlace the hands behind the head. And we'll go ahead and lift the head and chest. Breathing here. We'll take a breath in. And then exhale, drop the left toes down, tap your mat. Inhale, lift up. Right toes tap. Inhale and lift. Exhale down. Alternating right and left, toe taps to the mat. That's 3. And 4. And 5. Hold here, take a big breath in. Exhale, let the head relax down, squeeze the knees in. Really nice. Inhale, lift the head and chest, lift the shoulders off the mat as much as you can. Maybe extend the arms out along the side bodies, palms facing up. And we're just going to extend the legs out long. Hovering here, take a big breath in here. Exhale, bring the knees in and curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and curl. Inhale and lengthen out. Exhale and curl. You can always lower the head down here and curl. Even lower the arms, extend the legs long. And squeeze in. Extend out and hover. Exhale, squeeze in. Really warming up the abdominal muscles here. And if you're feeling any low strain in the back, just go ahead and take the legs a little higher as you extend out. So not so close to the ground. 2 more. Last one. And release the feet down. Yeah. Take the arms out to a T. Maybe shift the hips to the left a little bit and just let the knees fall over to the right. Just coming into a really gentle supine twist. Coming back through center, and then the other way. So shift your hips over to the right and let the knees fall over to the left. Inhale back to center here. And then we'll just begin to rock and roll along the length of the spine. Yeah, gaining some momentum here, crossing over the ankles. And we'll come into tabletop. So stacking hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists, spread the fingers wide, really press through that index finger, knuckle, and the thumb. Come into a neutral spine here, so draw the low ribs up and in. Really nice. And then begin to go through a couple of cat-cows here. So you'll inhale, maybe spin those elbow creases forward as you drop the belly, lift the chin, exhale, round the spine. Inhale, cow pose, exhale and round. Exhale, round. One last set. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin and the tailbone. Exhale, and you round. Coming back to neutral spine. Go ahead and extend the right toes out behind you. Yeah, and the left arm along the side of the ear. Draw the rib cage in and maybe hover that right foot off the mat. Finding some balance here, pressing through the top of the left foot. Take a breath in. Exhale, squeeze your knee to your elbow. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, squeeze everything in. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. One last time. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, knee to elbow. And then set down that left hand, that right knee. Maybe go through one round of cat-cow. Coming back to neutral, draw the belly button in. Send the left toes behind you. Right arm lifts along the side of the ear, thumb pointing toward the ceiling. Hover those left toes off the mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale, get nice and long. Reach through the crown of the head. Press through the sole of the left foot. And squeeze in on your breath out. Inhale, get long. And exhale, squeeze in. Two more like this. Lengthen out. Squeeze everything in. Lengthen and get long. And we squeeze everything in. Go ahead and place the limbs down back on the mat. And then from here, we'll tuck our toes. Yeah, and just hover the knees about an inch or so off the mat. So notice here, maybe you can open up through the collarbone, draw the belly in. 3 breaths here. On your next exhale, downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. Really pressing firmly through the palms of the hands. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. And send the sit bones high up toward the ceiling. Draw the low ribs in. Breathe here. Really nice. From here, you'll rise up onto your toes and then slowly begin to shift your weight forward into your high plank pose. So again, push the mat away, broaden through the collarbone, and ignite all the muscles in the belly, the glutes, the thighs, and see if you can take your heels over the balls of your feet. Really nice. Take a big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press the hips up and back. On your next inhale, rise up on the toes. Again, shift your weight forward, coming into high plank pose. Breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. A little faster now. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, rolling forward, high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then from here, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the top of your mat. Forward fold here. Maybe grab for opposite elbows. Maybe shifting side to side. And then notice where the weight is in your feet. And try to balance it somewhere between the balls of the feet and the heels. Release the bind if you have it. Inhale, palms come to thighs, elbows draw back, crown of head reaches forward. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, root down through the feet, bend the knees, reach up to stand. Exhale, hands through heart center. Samasthiti. Inhale, reach out and reach up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, and you fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Grab onto that left wrist, side bend, stretch over to the right. Inhale, back through center. Grab the right wrist. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank pose. Take a breath in here. And on your exhale, you'll begin to slowly as possible, drawing the elbows toward the back of the room, lower yourself down all the way to your belly. Really nice. Hands plant along the sides of the ribs. Press the tops of the feet firmly into your mat. Maybe the kneecaps even lift. Inhale, lift the head and chest, Bhujangasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, lower down. This time, make your way to tabletop. Press back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, rise up on your toes, bend your knees, make your way to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, and you fold forward. Inhale, root down, rise all the way to stand, reach high. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up. And your exhale takes you back down. Release over your legs. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, plant your hands, high plank pose. Breath in here. And you lower all the way down to the belly. This time we'll draw our arms above our head, palms facing down, so reaching long here. And then on your breath in, you'll lift up the right leg and the left arm. Really reaching from the fingertips of that left hand all the way out through the toes of that right leg. Squeeze the belly in, take a breath. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the left toes, the right hand up. Really focus here on lengthening through the body. Exhale, fold back down. This time, take your arms along the side body, palms facing down. Draw the feet together to start if you can. And on your inhale, you lift everything that can lift, coming into Salambhasana. Inhale and lift up. Breathe here. Really lifting up through the thighs. Draw the shoulder blades down and back and keep the neck nice and long. Take a big breath in. Stay for the exhale. One more big breath. And lower down. Really nice. From here, hands plant near the rib cage. You can tuck the toes and either keep the knees on the mat or keep them lifted and keep the body in one long plane as you inhale through a push-up, coming to high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice. From here, you'll inhale your right leg high, coming into three-legged dog. So keeping the hips square to the mat here, really reaching through the heel, pressing through the heel of that right foot. Draw the shoulder blades down, tuck the low ribs in. Take a big breath in here. And then rise up on the toes of the left foot. Draw your knee to your nose, slow and controlled. Take a breath in. And then exhale, hover the shin an inch off the mat, lower down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, hover the shin. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Two more like this. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower down. Last time. Inhale and lift. This time, exhale. Plant the right foot down. Yeah. Set up your base here. Widen out your stance if you need to. And then we'll rise up, Anjaneyasana, Crescent Warrior. Taking a big breath in here. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step back, high plank pose. From here, you can go through your vinyasa, so either knees lifted or drop the knees down. Lower halfway or all the way down. Back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Really keeping energy throughout the legs. Draw the belly in here. Rise up on the toes of that right foot as you draw your left knee towards your nose on your breath in. Exhale, hover the left shin off your mat, lower down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower down. One last time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. This time we lift on our inhale. And exhale, left foot plants between the palms. We rise up, Crescent Warrior on the left. Take a big breath in. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back, high plank pose, and you go through your vinyasa flow. Sorry, I'm on carpet and it's moving around. Meet us in downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth and let it go. Here we go. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale and lift. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Cross under the body. Inhale and lift. Exhale, right foot plants. Left foot spins flat. parallel with the short end of your mat, and we rise up, warrior two. Take a big breath in and out. From here, reverse your palm and reverse your warrior. Reach up, get a nice stretch through the right side body, sink a little deeper into that right knee. And then exhale, extended side angle, left arm along the side of the ear. And we flow. Inhale, lift up, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, and we flow forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side. Inhale, warrior two. Really pull that right knee open here and light up the energy in the glutes and the thighs, and isometrically drag those inner thighs toward one another. And then from here, draw your hands to heart center. And we'll shift into a bend in the back left knee, coming to the heel of the right foot. Skandasana, over to the left. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana, over to the left side. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Last time, warrior two. Really nice. Cartwheel the hands down. Come to the ball of the back foot. And then go ahead and take that dragonfly twist. Right fingers reach high. Draw the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back, high plank pose. And you go through your vinyasa flow. You can always skip the flow and just meet in downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, round the knee to the nose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale and lift. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Take the twist. Inhale and lift. This time, left foot plants. Right foot spins nice and flat. Set your steady base up, rise up, warrior two. From here, flip the front palm and reverse. Reach up and go back. Extended side angle. And with your own breath flowing, reverse your warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, lift up, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach toward the front of the room. Inhale, warrior two. Finding some softness here as you take a big breath in. Exhale out. Drawing the hands to heart center. We begin to shift the bend into the back, right knee, lift the left toes, sink down, Skandasana on the right side. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale and bend. Inhale and flow forward, warrior two. Exhale, Skandasana. And we meet back, warrior two. Take a breath here. Cartwheel the hands down. Plant the right hand as you come to the ball of the right foot, and then you spin the left hand toward the ceiling. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, draw your shoulders away from your ears, and squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back, high plank pose, and you go through your flow. Take a big breath in. Exhale out. Take a big breath here. Exhale, come forward. High plank pose. So from here, we'll shift the left hand to the middle of your mat, maybe a little in front of the shoulder, and your heels will drop over to the left, coming into Vashisthasana. So right fingertips lift. Maybe draw the sole of the foot into the inner thigh, coming into this side plank tree pose here. Whew. Squeeze everything together, draw the shoulder blades down and back, take a big breath here. Lift the hips and then lower down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower down. One last time, lift up and come back. Cartwheel the hand down, high plank pose. Drop your knees, come back, child's pose. Taking a deep breath here, breathe in. Exhale out, let it go. And coming up to all fours, tabletop position. Tuck your toes and send your hips up and back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Breath in, rise up on the toes, shift forward, high plank pose. And then we take Vashisthasana on the other side. So shift the right hand toward the middle of your mat. Drop your heels over to the right, lifting the hips high, lifting the left fingertips high. And then maybe you can stay, or maybe you play around with bringing the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Taking a breath in here, and then lowering the hips down. Breath in, lift up, and lower down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower down. Last time, inhale, lift up. Cartwheel your hands down. Come back to your high plank. Drop your knees down. Sink the hips back toward the heels. Child's pose. And from here, we'll just bring the knees underneath of the hips, about hips distance. Coming up onto the knees. And we'll take the hands, fingers pointing down, sort of the palms or the sort of heel of the palms of the hands, right on the top of the sacrum here in the low back. Fingers pointing down. Take a big breath in. Open your heart. Lift your chest. Draw the elbows back. Maybe take your gaze up. Maybe shift the hips forward just a little here. Take a breath in and out. This time, breath in. Exhale, sink the hips down toward the heels. Stretch the hands above the head. Inhale, coming back to the knees. Once again, open the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, coming on to the knees. Palms of the hands to the sacrum. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, and you fold forward, child's pose. Last time on the inhale, rise up on the knees. Take the back bend, open the heart. Really squeeze the glutes together here. Exhale out. Inhale and lengthen out. Exhale, child's pose. Really nice. From here, we'll come over into a seated position. Plant the feet firmly on your mat. You can take the fingertips behind you for some support. Alternatively, you can reach out here in front. You can take the hands behind the thighs as well. We're coming into Navasana, boat pose. So inhale. So here. So you want the spine to be nice and long here. So inhale, lift the chest. Maybe you let go. Maybe you reach for the backs of the thighs. Taking a breath in here. Exhale out. Another breath in. And on your exhale, we begin to slowly lower down, low boat pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Last time, lower down. Keep the shoulders lifted, really light up through the legs. And then we lower down all the way to the mat. Take a full body stretch, reach overhead. Open the mouth, let out the breath. Really nice. From here, you can plant the feet on the mat. We're going to come into sort of Garudasana on our back, so eagle. So we'll cross the right leg over the left. And you can wrap either entirely, or you can just leave the right leg crossed over the left, igniting the muscles in the legs so that they're squeezed together here. And then we'll take the right arm under and take the arm bind as well. And again, if this is too intense, you can just grab onto opposite shoulders or just leave the arms half crossed. And from here, we're going to take 5 crunches. So as you inhale, you'll lengthen the feet and the fingertips toward the mat. And then exhale and you crunch. Lift the head. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, lift the knees to the elbows, lift the head. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, squeeze it all together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Last time, inhale and lengthen. Exhale, squeeze everything in. And then go ahead and unwind. Drop the feet down. Maybe let the knees fall in, take the feet wide. Windshield wiper out the legs. And then we'll take 5 more of these crunches on the other side. So this time left over right and left under right for the arms. And we breathe in and stretch out, elongate the ab muscles. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale and lengthen. That's 2. Exhale on the squeeze in. That's 3. And 4. Last one. And relax down. Really nice. Take the soles of the feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. If you have blocks or cushions or pillows or blankets or something, you can sort of support the outer legs and prop the knees up by using those things underneath. And go ahead and close your knees like the pages of a book. And then we'll come up to a seated position. Yes, we'll take the legs out long. Really flexing firmly through the feet. Yeah, maybe so much so that the heels lift. Nice long spine. Inhale your hands above your head. And exhale, take your forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands back up. Again, bring the soles of the feet together here. Yeah, maybe find the ankles with the hands, and then you can use the elbows and the forearms to apply a bit of pressure to open up the inner hips here, the inner thighs a little. Really nice. Inhale back up through center. Before we reach our final resting pose, we'll come back to our backs. And then we'll just take Gomukhasana with the legs to open up the outer hips a little bit. So here you'll take your right leg over left, stacking the knees, sort of squeezing the thighs together, and then you'll take and reach for the ankles. Yeah, and then you can just take this to whatever degree feels good in your body. So you can draw the heels closer to the glute muscles if you like. You can alternatively take the feet out a little bit wider. And then using the hands on the ankles to provide you a little bit of pressure to open up the stretch in the outside of that right hip. And if you need to deepen the stretch here, think about drawing the tailbone down toward the mat. And go ahead and release and unwind and switch sides. So left over right, stacking the knees and then reaching for the ankles, keeping some flexion in the feet, some energy in the feet. And you may notice a different sensation on the other side. We all tend to be more flexible on one side than the other. So just notice how you're feeling in your own body. And unwind the legs. Just for a minute, we'll take legs up the wall. So if you're near a wall, you can scoot your tush up towards the wall and go ahead and just relax the legs along the wall. Let the heels be supported. If you're not near a wall, you can just lightly float your feet up above your hips, letting go of any muscle contraction here. And begin to bring the legs down. Stretching the legs out long, maybe taking the feet wide off the mat, turning the palms up toward the ceiling, Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. You can stay in this restorative position as long as you like. Or you can begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Maybe turn your head right to left. And drawing the knees in, making your way over to your right or left side, coming into the fetal position, resting your head on your bicep. Pausing there for a moment of expression of gratitude for practicing. As you come up to a comfortable seat, we draw our hands to heart center. Thank you all for joining me on your mat in this virtual space we're living in. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will keep posting. See you guys in the next day or so.